In a world where health and longevity are increasingly valued, it is especially important to carefully choose the foods we consume. Recent research in gerontology has revealed an unexpected danger lurking in the most common vegetables. Years of observations of tens of thousands of elderly people, published in the authoritative Journal of Gerontology, have shown that regular consumption of certain types of vegetables can have a devastating effect on the body. This is not only about weakening the immune system and accelerating brain aging, but also about serious damage to mobility, in particular, the strength and stability of the legs. At first glance, these vegetables seem harmless, but they can cause hidden inflammation and damage small blood vessels in the legs, which leads to difficulty walking and significantly increases the risk of falls. After all, falls are one of the main causes of fatal injuries among people over 65 years of age. But don't despair. There is also good news. There are vegetables that, on the contrary, have healing properties and can protect health, sharpen the mind, and maintain strong mobility for many years. In this article, you will find a detailed guide to help you make the right choice. You will learn about 3 vegetables that you should include in your daily diet to improve your health and support an active lifestyle. And, of course, you will learn about 3 vegetables that should be avoided at all costs in order not to harm your body. Read to the end to find out which vegetables can become your faithful allies on the path to longevity and well-being, and which ones are hidden enemies. In the first part of our review, we will look at 3 vegetables that are highly recommended for inclusion in the daily diet of people over 65 years of age. And we will start with broccoli, this natural shield against the relentless aging process. In the rich variety of vegetables on store shelves, broccoli occupies a special place, being a reliable helper in maintaining health in adulthood. For people over 65, this is not just one of many vegetables, it is a kind of living armor, artfully created by nature to protect the most important systems of the body during a period when their natural resistance begins to weaken. Broccoli, rich in sulforaphane, a powerful phytochemical compound, acts as a reliable protector against chronic inflammation, one of the main factors accelerating aging. Chronic inflammation does not just cause unpleasant sensations, it gradually destroys blood vessels, joints, cognitive functions, and even muscle strength, which is critical for maintaining independence and a high quality of life. Sulforaphane activates key mechanisms that help remove harmful substances from the body and stimulate its own defense systems, turning every piece of broccoli into a strategic investment in longevity. In addition to its anti-inflammatory properties, broccoli is a real treasure trove of vitamin K, calcium, and a range of antioxidants. These nutrients play a vital role in maintaining bone and cardiovascular health, especially in older people. It is known that after 65 years, bones become more vulnerable, and even minor injuries can lead to long-term restrictions in mobility. The amazing composition of broccoli helps to strengthen the skeletal system while protecting the arteries from calcification, a process that often accompanies aging. It seems that in each juicy green rosette of this vegetable lies the secret to maintaining vital energy. It is especially important to note that broccoli has a beneficial effect on the health of the legs and feet, our reliable foundation. Scientific studies show that sulforaphane in broccoli can improve peripheral circulation, providing full nutrition and sensitivity to the legs and feet. Good circulation helps to improve balance, reduces the risk of developing diabetic complications, and makes our steps more confident and stable. In the literal sense, regular consumption of broccoli can be compared to a daily choice of confident and strong movement into the future. However, the influence of the cooking method on the beneficial properties of broccoli should not be underestimated. Short-term steaming, lasting only a few minutes, allows you to maintain a high concentration of sulforaphane while increasing its bioavailability. Complete boiling, leading to loss of shape, deprives this vegetable of a significant part of its valuable qualities. It is recommended to eat broccoli that has retained its bright color, light, crispy texture, and freshness. Thus, a person receives the maximum benefit from this gift of nature. For older people striving for active longevity, eating a cup of steamed broccoli becomes not just a meal, but an act of self-care and an expression of hope for the future. However, in addition to broccoli, which strengthens the body from the inside, there is another modest green leaf that can have a beneficial effect on the brain, heart, and most importantly, on the muscles that provide movement and activity in everyday life. The question arises, can a small portion of this vibrant green be the key to maintaining vital bodily functions in old age? The answer to this question requires further study. Let us turn our attention to spinach, this humble yet mighty ally in maintaining vitality and mental acuity. In the delicate dance of aging, there are foods whose role becomes truly indispensable, and spinach undoubtedly occupies a place of honor among them. Often underestimated or perceived merely as a commonplace salad ingredient, spinach is a veritable treasure trove of rejuvenating substances that people over 65 can wisely include in their daily diet. This unassuming leafy green is generously endowed with natural nitrates, compounds known for their ability to significantly improve blood flow throughout the body, especially in the muscles and brain. For people of venerable age, this effect can be truly transformative. As the years pass, blood circulation tends to slow down, depriving muscles of essential oxygen and nutrients, leading to weakening, slowed reactions, and even mental confusion. However, spinach, thanks to its ability to naturally dilate blood vessels and increase their elasticity, effectively counteracts this process. Improved blood flow allows muscles, especially in the legs and feet, to maintain their strength and responsiveness, giving older adults the invaluable opportunity to maintain mobility and independence. In addition to its beneficial effects on blood vessels, spinach is a rich source of lutein and folate, nutrients that nourish the brain, supporting memory, information processing speed, and clarity of thought. Scientific research convincingly demonstrates that consuming lutein in increased doses has a beneficial effect on the cognitive abilities of older adults, significantly surpassing the performance of those who neglect this substance. It would not be an exaggeration to say that a small portion of spinach included in the daily diet is capable of protecting clarity of mind and physical activity from the relentless onslaught of time. The amazing properties of spinach are not limited to this. It also subtly protects vision, one of the most vulnerable senses in the face of aging. Lutein and zeaxanthin, abundantly contained in spinach, provide direct support to the macula of the eye, reducing the likelihood of developing age-related macular degeneration, which is a major cause of vision loss in old age. By preserving vision, spinach thereby contributes to maintaining independence, allowing older adults to drive, enjoy reading, recognize loved ones, and safely navigate the world around them. Do not forget about the methods of cooking spinach. Light frying or adding to smoothies allows you to preserve valuable nutrients intact while facilitating the digestion process for the aging body. Excessive heat treatment should be avoided, as it deprives this humble leaf of most of its unique properties. In conclusion, it can be said with certainty that spinach is a true guardian of vitality, giving vigor, clarity of thought, and a sparkle in the eyes. A small daily portion of this miracle product is capable of protecting many aspects of life that often escape our attention. While spinach is deservedly revered for its strengthening properties, there is another, no less valuable vegetable whose bright color and ubiquitous presence in kitchens hide a powerful arsenal against aging. It is not only about maintaining visual acuity or physical strength, but also about maintaining a sense of balance and coordination which allow us to stand firmly on our feet every day. Can this humble root crop become the very natural shield that is so lacking with age? Let's turn to it right now. Carrots. That is the quiet guardian of vision, balance, and vital energy. In the later stages of life, when the need for support is especially acute, Not exotic curiosities come to the rescue, but simple, time-tested gifts of nature, such as ordinary carrots. For those who strive not just for longevity, but for a full, independent life, carrots offer much more than just a sweet taste and pleasant crunch. This bright root vegetable is a real treasure trove of beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, which plays a key role in maintaining visual acuity. This is especially important for older people, since good vision is often the key to independence. The ability to see clearly not only allows us to enjoy the beauty of the world around us, but also prevents dangerous falls, ensures safe driving, and maintains confidence in every movement. Scientific studies show that regular consumption of beta-carotene can slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in people over 65. Thus, in every juicy orange root vegetable lies the potential for a brighter, safer, and more fulfilling future. Carrots are much more than just allies in maintaining visual acuity. This root vegetable is a guarantor of maintaining balance and clear neuromuscular coordination, which is especially important for maintaining vitality in adulthood. The antioxidants that carrots are rich in help maintain the health of neurons and blood vessels, thereby ensuring the smooth and rapid transmission of signals between the brain and limbs. Confident and stable movements start not only with strong legs, but also with a perfectly functioning sensory system, and carrots subtly take care of both aspects. However, the benefits of carrots are not limited to vision and balance. They provide significant support for metabolic health. The high fiber content helps stabilize blood sugar levels, lower cholesterol, and improve digestion, three key elements of health that often undergo negative changes with age. Maintaining healthy blood sugar levels is not only the prevention of diabetes, but also the protection of the nervous system, ensuring normal blood circulation in the limbs and preserving the ability to walk, dance, and enjoy life to the fullest. For maximum benefit, it is recommended to eat carrots raw or lightly steamed. The natural sweetness of fresh carrots testifies to their richness in phytonutrients. Including 1 or 2 carrots in your diet daily, whether grated in a salad as a crunchy snack or as part of a smoothie, may seem like a small step. However, over time, this will create a reliable protective barrier for the senses, heart, and legs that carry a person forward in life. However, despite all the beneficial properties of carrots, not all vegetables can boast the same positive impact on the body. Some, seemingly harmless, specimens can subtly undermine vitality, impair blood circulation, and even weaken the legs, which are the foundation of independence in old age. What hidden dangers lurk among the familiar products in the kitchen? It is time to lift the veil of secrecy and face the truth. So we move on to the second part of our study: 3 vegetables that older people should stay away from. And first on this list is eggplant, a treacherous enemy of mobility and comfort. With age, the choice of food should become more conscious and balanced, because even minor mistakes can have serious consequences for health, independence, and quality of life. Among the products that older people should treat with special caution is eggplant. The danger lies not in its bright appearance, but in the quiet, imperceptible harm that it can cause to the body from the inside, especially to the legs and joints that support our freedom of movement. Eggplant, at first glance, appears to us as a harmless gift of nature, a modest number of calories, plenty of fiber, and a deep, rich hue. However, under its glossy skin lies solanine, a natural chemical barrier that can have a surprisingly harsh effect on the body, subject to age-related changes. Scientific studies have revealed that solanine can provoke inflammatory processes in people susceptible to it, having a negative impact primarily on the joints, muscle tissue, and connective fibers. For older people who have already encountered problems such as arthritis, increased sensitivity of the nervous system, or muscle stiffness, this insidious compound can imperceptibly exacerbate pain, limit mobility, and cause a frightening loss of motor functions. The negative impact is not limited to just a feeling of discomfort. chronic inflammation occurring in the legs can lead to muscle weakness, slowed blood flow, and impaired fine neuromuscular coordination necessary for confident and safe walking. Over time, unnoticed weakness accumulates and the gait becomes unsteady. The simple joy of walking in the fresh air or confidently moving around the house may begin to slip away without any obvious warnings. The emotional consequences of the loss of physical fitness, painful falls, and chronic joint pain have a profound impact on a person, going far beyond physical discomfort. The feeling of helplessness and loneliness often arises when the body loses its former agility and mobility. In this regard, the common eggplant can subtly contribute to the deterioration of overall health. The method of preparation has practically no effect on the situation. Whether it is baking, frying, or stewing, the solanine contained in eggplant retains its potential danger, especially with regular consumption. For older adults seeking to maintain their mobility, balance, and independence, there are much safer and more nutrient-rich vegetables that can be a reliable alternative. Of course, not everyone will immediately feel the negative consequences of eating eggplant, but for people over 65 whose bodies are naturally less resilient, the risk associated with this vegetable seems too significant to ignore. Taking care of the ability to walk, dance, and maintain an upright posture begins with protecting joints and muscles from hidden enemies like eggplant. However, eggplant is just a starting point in exploring vegetables that, despite their appeal and wide availability, may contain substances that can subtly cause inflammation, damage the body, and deplete its resources, threatening not only physical strength but also mental clarity. It is quite possible that one of the most beloved vegetables in American cuisine is actually contributing to accelerated aging from the inside out. Let's delve deeper into this topic. Moving on to the second point, it is worth paying attention to green bell peppers, a hidden source of subtle inflammation. In maturity, every meal has either a healing or destructive effect, often manifesting gradually. Among the foods that can be particularly deceptive for older people, green bell peppers stand out, known for their fresh and crisp taste. Behind its attractive appearance lies a story worthy of the attention of those seeking to maintain their vitality and health. Green bell peppers belonging to the nightshade family contain a significant amount of lectins, complex proteins that can bind to the walls of the intestines and disrupt the process of nutrient absorption. For older adults whose digestive and immune systems may be more vulnerable, this presents a hidden danger. Lectins can provoke chronic low-grade inflammation, which often goes unnoticed, but gradually undermines the health of joints, impairs blood vessel function, and reduces the resilience of the nervous system, all of which play a key role in maintaining balance, strength, and mobility. For many older adults, the subtle signs of hidden inflammation manifest not as acute pain, but as minor changes: stiffness in the ankle joints, tingling in the toes, a sudden feeling of instability when walking. Gradually intensifying, inflammation can worsen blood supply to the lower extremities, dulling sensitivity, weakening muscles, and increasing the risk of falls, which poses a serious threat to people over 65. Paradoxically, a vegetable that is often chosen in the pursuit of a healthy lifestyle can fuel the inflammatory processes that older adults are so eager to avoid. It is worth noting that the antioxidants contained in green peppers are present in much lower concentrations than in their mature red, orange, or yellow counterparts. This means that the potential harm from their consumption may outweigh the benefits. Heat treatment can reduce the lectin content in green peppers, but for older adults suffering from arthritis, cardiovascular disease, or digestive problems, it would be wiser to minimize or eliminate them from the diet altogether. There are a huge number of other vegetables that are safer, richer in antioxidants, and gentler on the aging body, which can be an excellent alternative without causing hidden harm. Consciously choosing what to exclude from the diet can be just as important as choosing healthy foods. Taking care of mobility, strength, and mental balance begins with small, thoughtful decisions made at every meal. However, green pepper is just one of those hiding in the shadows. There is another vegetable, inconspicuous, ubiquitous, and beloved in the United States, that may be delivering an even more significant blow to the health of the lower extremities, the cardiovascular system, and the very ability to enjoy a full life. Could the vegetable you trust most be subtly undermining your strength? The truth will be far more surprising than you might imagine. We are talking about white potatoes, the very food that subtly deprives us of vigor and stability. It's hard to find a product so deeply ingrained in the collective American memory as the white potato. Fragrant mashed potatoes at family celebrations, crispy golden French fries, baked potatoes exuding warmth and comfort, all evoke a sense of home and cherished traditions. However, for people over 65, this seemingly harmless product can become a silent betrayer, undermining the very strength and endurance needed for a fulfilling life in old age. Behind the familiar taste and comfort lies a dangerous truth. White potatoes contain a huge amount of simple carbohydrates, which cause a sharp spike in blood sugar levels immediately after consumption. And while the short-term effect may seem harmless or even pleasant, the long-term consequences are quite different. Instability in blood glucose levels triggers a cascade of inflammatory processes in the body, having a devastating effect on the fragile blood vessels that deliver nutrients to the legs, feet, and brain. For older adults whose vascular system is already weakened, this can lead to slower tissue regeneration, loss of sensation, and the subtle development of weakness, jeopardizing their ability to move freely. However, the danger is not only in elevated blood sugar levels. Foods with a high glycemic index, such as ordinary potatoes, contribute to the gradual thickening of artery walls, known as arteriosclerosis. As arteries lose their elasticity, blood supply to the lower extremities deteriorates, resulting in cold feet, cramps, numbness, and instability. Symptoms that begin with minor discomfort can quickly escalate into serious problems. The risk of falls increases, recovery from injuries slows down, and there is a loss of independence, profoundly affecting both physical and emotional well-being. Even such a familiar and beloved dish as mashed potatoes or baked potatoes harbors a hidden threat. Often, butter, cream, and salt are used in the preparation of potato dishes, creating an additional burden on the cardiovascular system. For older people suffering from high blood pressure, diabetes, or cardiovascular disease, an ordinary serving of potatoes can subtly negate all efforts aimed at maintaining health through medication and a healthy lifestyle. White potatoes, unlike their colorful counterparts such as sweet potatoes or carrots, cannot boast a high content of protective nutrients. Bright vegetables are rich in antioxidants that actively combat oxidative stress, a process that accelerates cell aging. By consuming white potatoes, older adults deprive themselves of a valuable opportunity to strengthen their health and protect their bodies from the inside. Giving up white potatoes does not mean giving up familiar taste and comfort. It's about choosing foods that best meet the body's needs in later life, maintaining stable energy levels, strengthening the cardiovascular system, and maintaining muscle mass. These factors play a key role in maintaining an active lifestyle and joy in the golden years. Every choice, even the smallest, matters immensely. With age, it becomes clear that true strength lies not in grand gestures, but in consistency and mindfulness in everyday decisions. Choosing the right vegetables, avoiding hidden threats in familiar foods, taking care of the feet that carry us, the heart that sustains us, and the mind that defines us, is not just a matter of nutrition. It is a manifestation of deep self-respect, gratitude for the life given, and the years lived. Personal experience and numerous stories testify to one thing. Healthy aging is not a search for magic cures, but a consistent, conscious, and dedicated care for one's body. There are no miracle pills, brilliant medical discoveries, or all-powerful doctors that can compare to the beneficial effect that a properly organized, thoughtful daily diet has on the human body. It may seem like an insignificant decision to replace a bag of chips with a handful of nutritious walnuts, to prefer juicy spinach over iceberg lettuce, or to choose sweet potatoes instead of the usual white potatoes. However, in the life of a venerable person, such seemingly minor adjustments to the diet can work real wonders, preserving the ability to move actively, clarity of mind, and independence in everyday life. It is these small steps that allow you to maintain the joy of communicating with loved ones, give you the opportunity to travel, and turn your wildest dreams into reality. The story of MS, who maintained excellent health into her advanced years, serves as a vivid testament to this. The lesson to be learned from this story is simple yet profound. Every meal is an investment in the future. Every bite is a choice in favor of strength and energy, or in favor of weakness and disease. A person does not have control over all the processes of aging, but they are quite capable of supporting their body, taking care of themselves, and giving themselves the best chance for a full and rich life. The secret to a long, active, and happy life lies in respecting one's body, taking care of mental acuity, and most importantly, in the love of life that a person is capable of shaping with their own hands. These instructive stories are designed to awaken in you a desire for a rich and authentic life. They will become a starting point for rethinking values and guidelines, help to shed the shackles of everyday life, and open new horizons for self-realization. Each story is a small brick in the foundation of your new, conscious life, where every day is filled with meaning and joy.